I'm not relatable, and that's okay. I don't want everybody to relate to me anyway. Greetings, greetings, all divine beings. I don't have a bell. We're just talking for this Witchy Wednesday podcast. I thank you guys for tuning in, and we're going to talk about relatability and why it doesn't ever really seem to last. Of course, I wouldn't be relatable to people on the internet because one, I'm not sharing my life, I'm not downplaying my husband, or let alone letting people have access to me to rip me apart, right? Why do y'all watch train wrecks? The same reason. You're not living like them. You're not even close to that kind of mindset. So it becomes sort of interesting as to how these people were developed from young children all the way to adults now, and they are still in some sort of whirlwind. That kind of shit. But if I'm not able to give you some sort of train wreck, or you're not able to relate to somebody who keeps her not only life so private, but her energy protected, then I can understand why it has never really gotten far past like in the million aspects of like a lot of supporters, because you don't want a lot of people around anyway, right? You only want people around that can relate. So people say, "Oh, you haven't grown in years. You've been online for 20 years." That may be so, but I didn't come online to start, channels or businesses, and we did what we all did in the beginning. We were just having fun. And on this app for YouTube, you have to create some sort of channel in order to even participate on that. But now let's just get back on track. Don't feel bad for not being relatable to people who try to make you feel bad for not wanting to share your life with them. Every person or every couple, every individual who chooses to show themselves online are ripped apart in some way, some shape, or some form in somebody's mind. Some people are bold enough to go ahead and just talk about you, just to make you their whole life focus. And that, my friends, is something that will not be tolerated over here in this kind of in our Watts brand land, right? So I don't expect people to relate to not only my family, my business, or who I am in general, but the ones that I do, is a very small few. That's all I need in order to get the message through. I'm not here to conform you. I'm not here to change your mind. On this Witchy Wednesday, I'm just here to talk because this is a safe haven for everybody. Okay, I want to ring the damn boys the bell. Ring the bell. I want to look at my page, this family, this whole business, as a supportive place where you can come and get support, and it's solid. We never follow to unfollow, you know what I mean, and do things like to gain people's attention and then kind of just act like we were bigger than the program. We always try to be fair on. I don't want to keep saying we either, because my husband's not an internet head ass nigga, so we can just talk about it. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. My husband's not an internet head ass nigga, so he's not going to be showing his life or on apps or doing these different things. That's just not who he is. We have been pretty much best friends before it even took to this level. And it took a level of respect to understand that you cannot just disrespect other people you're responsible for, and you can't disrespect the family that you're trying to grow. You know what I mean? And if you don't know what I mean, I'm trying to say, by going online and embarrassing yourself, getting caught up in things that could really get you, I don't even want to say canceled, because nobody's canceling anybody anymore. The woman said she was going to Marvin Gaye her daughter, and people still online entertaining her. You see what I'm saying? We are in the 3D, 5D split. I can't be relatable. I don't want to be relatable to you. I only want the people who are wanting to change their life and had anger issues. You understand? The person that you talk to, the person that you see, and they come online. I've always been bubbly, but the person that you see is not the person that I used to be. I could be online with these fools doing the same thing and ranking in all kinds of income, numbers, fame, but that's not what I want for my life. And that's not what I want for my children to have to grow up with for the rest of theirs at any time. People don't understand what you put out is exactly what you get put back on you. And then some people don't care because it's all about attention. We have now sold our souls in order to get views. We have sold our souls in order to gain relatability to people. And if I have to sell my soul, like y'all probably think I already have, in order for you to relate to me, I don't want your viewership. I have what I have and I need what I need. And what is for you will always be. Now, see, I know I'm going into me, but I never do that, right? So if anybody comes across this podcast on this Witchy Wednesday that understands, hey, I'm not as relatable as people would like. I'm not relatable, and I still am standing on what I want to do for life, what I want to do on the internet. You can't let people get into your head to make you feel like you're not doing enough, you're not better, you're not as good as them, whatever the case. You are not basing your life on how people control and view you in any way. And relatability only comes with you opening your heart, your mind, your pocket, but it also is your life on what you are doing on all aspects. And if people don't have that, they can't feel accessible. I've noticed that a lot of women love male channels because they don't have one at home. Ring the fucking bell, huh? People have come in cults and groups and swarms in order to collectively feel like they are wanted when they have none at home. You see, I'm not allowed to listen to any of that crazy shit when daddy's home. It's time to cut that off. I had all day to do it. Because why? The more that you take in that crazy shit, the more you think you're a part of them. And if you find that disrespectful, you are part of the problem. You understand? See, it's all about what you're putting into you that can make you a better person, not what others can truly do for you. Because if I was looking for what people could do for me, I would have quit this game way before anybody, right? But I'm not here for, I don't even want to say entertainment because that's not so much, because I am entertaining in a way, but I am not going to be feeling as if I'm a bad person because I'm not relatable. But I appreciate the ones that do, now that I've kind of gotten that out the way. I appreciate the ones that understand that relatability doesn't have to come with you, with me, with us open and expanding everything that's in our privacy. Because you see, once your privacy is taken away from you, you're not able to get that back. But more or less, when somebody just has the balls enough to make you thumbnails and do stuff like we would have to see you in real life. That's not our energy. That's not what we want. Let alone just trying to make it on the internet and grow. It's the hardest thing to do when people don't find you relatable. But I want you to know, just because I'm married or just because I keep myself private and respectful on the internet and my energy, that doesn't mean that you can't engage with me, or you can't say things that you may want to know or may have questions. I don't want anybody to ever feel intimidated. And that's the way that you should present yourself online. You should never want people to feel intimidated by or from you, but where the cards fall, the cards lie. That's just the way things go. And then again, sometimes it isn't even that. People see your smile and they are infectiously envious of that. So they can't relate. So they'll watch in private. But let alone, being relatable doesn't mean you have to expose your world. Being relatable, just in my definition, means being consistent to the people. Because on all platforms, we're pretty much even, except like Instagram, because I cannot be over there. I just do not like it. But I will pop over, right? Well, as I lead into kind of wrapping this up with my jibber jabber jargon, I just really wanted to hop on here and speak about relatability. Because for years, no one has been able to relate to me. I can't relate to a lot of other people. So I don't expect it to be reciprocated back to me. But the relatability doesn't have to be everybody exposing their lives to people who could care less about what you're going through. They just want to see the train wreck that they see. And if they're not getting anything that's resourceful to their benefit, where they can use it against you or make you a mockery of a fool, you are boring to people. And I encourage all the boring people to come out of the woodworks. It is the age of Aquarius. All the healers and the kind-hearted meeks of the world are going to rule it soon enough, I promise you. So do not be in fear of not wanting to start your channel, or not wanting to come out on the internet or do something that you are passionate about, all because you're not getting engagement. I can't expect people to engage with me. One, because my audience is pretty much all male, but they're here to listen. And they also know that I'm not accessible for that free. I can't be in go live and have a chat and I'm pumping you up or I'm making you feel good and I'm giving you these vibes back because you know that you don't have access to me. I am not available for that. And even people that are, some people don't value and cherish their relationships. Some people don't value and cherish themselves. It's either titties, watch me, or red boob peel stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm not giving you anything to feel accessible about. So I don't expect you guys to be relatable. But please do not feel that we are just on the internet not doing anything or being profitable, right? Because it's not about views. It's not about subscribers with us. Because none of that shit even matters. We're not being paid for any of it here on the YouTube, right? But the fact that we enjoy what we're doing, we make money in real life, in every day that we're going. And I don't want to sit here and sound braggadocious, but the fact is I'm a stay-at-home wife with a business. That's better than anything the internet could ever offer me because you guys could drop me like a bad habit instantly. You guys could turn and cancel and do whatever y'all like to do for those 5, 10, 15 minutes of fame. And it's right back to the same circle and cycle of shame. But that's not the way that I want to do this thing. I've set the standard for how I wanted to do this. Even my husband's like, you can't mix tarot, watch family business. You can't do that. You can't say that. Watch me. This whole deal is an entity. And every family should want to have their own business. Every family should want to have their own brand. So we are just trying to set examples of what you can do. You can have fun and be on the internet. But please don't get it twisted. Just because everybody's not getting millions of views, that means I'm broke and I'm bewildered. Every day that I wake up, I'm thankful for the fact that I can sit here and talk shit to you guys like this, like that. Read tarot, do my notaries, be a wife and a homemaker. It is the absolute greatest feeling. So I don't want to relate to everybody. I'm calling all individuals, male or female, that are like me. And you don't have to see every aspect of my life to know that, you can trust us or not, right? You know that I've been here so long and I've built my reputation, not only on Google, but in real life form. The internet is going to fail very soon, and it will only be for the stars, the celebrities, and for the news. You heard it here first. Content creators are going to have to get jobs because they have to, the web world has to be able to pay these guys, just like the celebrities used to get those checks. Big numbers are coming in from the internet, the world web. And it's because nobody has these gigs like they used to, including celebrities, that everybody's flocking. That's why this whole change in watch hours happened with YouTube. There's so many more things happening. Oh, and if you have your channel hidden, I'm going to do a thing on that. You don't have to worry about that. It's still the same. The requirements haven't changed, but I don't want to digress. So on this Witchy Wednesday, to kind of wrap it up again, being relatable on the internet is a sixth sense. It is a fine line between it. And I feel like if you don't find Witchy Poo relatable, I do apologize for you. Maybe this is the wrong channel. But if you do, you find the slightest bit relatability, not on anything that I said, but the energy, I would encourage you to subscribe. I would encourage you to stick around. But moreover, I would encourage you to engage when I am around. Nevertheless, I thank you all for tuning in to this Witchy Wednesday podcast. And please don't feel like you have to be relatable to people who do not care. Thank you all for listening. Be sure to subscribe to WPTV, link in description.